A few days back, a father and son had come to meet me.
Mm-hmm.
Father had grown up the hard way.
Yeah.
He was born as in a poor family, but son was born in a rich family because the father had made it. And the father was telling me that, my son just bought a 16 lakh rupee watch. And he said, I'm wearing a 11,000 rupee watch, and both the times are the same, but it shows the time. So,
Can't fathom it.
Yeah, we are trying to beat our peers, compete with our peers, and you're going to go fucking downhill if you continue like this.
I think the what you mentioned boils down to awareness, comes down to awareness, being aware of what you're doing, where you're putting your energy, what are you really investing in. And it feels like we'd rather just continue on this whim that we get again and again than sit down and face things and be aware about things, be aware about where we're putting our energy, what's coming back for us, what are the implications it has towards people around us.
Yeah,
we'd rather just not face all of that and just carry on with one whim after the other. It just feels like we're seeing beyond plain sight is something that we've completely forgotten. Whatever is immediately visible to us, hum bas wahi dekhte hain.
I've seen it in COVID times. I've seen it because a lot of families come for counseling, a lot of families come for help, and I've seen it across the board. Poor, middle class, upper middle class, rich, you name it. They have all got a banging. And when I sit back and try and ask myself, what is that one common factor? And it's always this. Everybody seems to be living beyond their means. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And please, it's not only about middle class, it's about everybody. Everybody.
Yeah.
I have someone who works for me. He takes care of the house and this and that. His salary must be 8,000. That day he comes driving a Maruti.
Mm.
And I thought it was his friends.
Yeah.
And he told me, sir, I bought a new car. I said, are you fucking joking?
Yeah.
Doing? You understand what I'm saying? My brother-in-law has a car and my wife is pressurizing me that I should also have a car. So we've sold our gold and we pooled all our savings and we've taken an EMI on a car. And they've just got a child some 9 months back, 10 months back.
What happens to the child? What happens to the parents?
No, I honestly have no understanding. I can't wrap my head around this. Why would you do something so suicidal?
I mean, I just feel like, I was just thinking about what are the emotions that we face a lot in today's world. And just when I was pondering about it, especially the negative ones, selfishness showed up, attachments showed up, illusions showed up. And I think the third one is rather peculiar and rather important because, I like that we're building upon a story to talk about ideas with regards to, your help. I hope, your help does not take this personally when they see it or listen to it, but it just gives us an important, ground to build upon a conversation.
Yeah.
But illusions is something that I'm rather very, very enamored by, because we have these illusions in front of us of an ideal life, of an ideal image, of an ideal partner, of an ideal society. How dangerous is that, sir?
There are two things which I am very scared of. One is expectations of the world, and second is expectations of yourself. And the second thing is perceptions. Okay? If you see, most of the times when people are dying and when a loved one talks to them saying, is there anything you regret? 60 to 70% of people say, yes, I regret trying to live up to expectations and perceptions of people around me. More, not less. I'm really downplaying it. I was reading, somebody is doing research and they said, would you just go through the book? And they've interviewed quite a few people. Those who are on their deathbed, those who are very old, and virtually all of them said the same thing, that I wish I had not tried to live up to the expectations and perceptions of the world. The second thing which is common to all is, I wish I had been content with my lot. Okay? Now it's very strange. Here are people who are about to die in a few months' time, a few weeks' time. These are the two regrets that have come out from them. Even in my counseling that I do, a lot of times, I ask those people, if there's one thing you would have avoided, what would it be? And the answer comes very fast. Trying to live up to expectations and perceptions of others, trying to live up to, matching the standard with our neighbors and colleagues and families. These are things that come out very fast. That is obviously playing on their minds somewhere. Okay? Yeah. So I believe that if an individual can just take care of these two things, one is stop trying to meet up with expectations and perceptions of others. Trust me, God has failed in making everybody happy. You and I are not going to succeed in that. And second thing is being happy with your lot. I'm not saying being fatalistic. I'm saying you're giving your best and then you're being happy with your lot.